Hey guys, welcome back. And you're probably wondering, I thought you're done with 3D All-Stars. Well, I'm not. This is the, well, I am, but this is the bonus episode to Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This is the bonus episode. Yeah, here's the songs. If y'all didn't get to hear it yet. Because, the last ones have no audio. But, people are there and stuff, so you don't understand. I like this one. I like that one. This. Your question for the episode. Already? Let's do this. Question for the episode. What's your favorite Super Mario Galaxy music? Mine is, I'm going to say, Honey Hive, the Honey Hive, Beach Bowl Galaxy, Enter Bowser Jr., Weights of the Booze, Gusty Garden Galaxy, of course the best music, and Airship Armada. Let me hear it real quick. And Chase the Bunnies. Alright. Let's get into this. Yeah guys, this is the bonus episode of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Today, we're going to check out Rosalina's library. Because last episode, I think we just 100% into the game. Yeah. 100% of it. We got all 121 stars. We did the special galaxy? The grand finale galaxy, that's what it's called. The grand finale galaxy. Then, yeah. So this is the Rosalina's library. So I heard this is about 9 chapters of a book she's gonna read. So this could be good for parents. If you're watching this could be good for your kids for bedtime stories. So I apologize if my reading is a little bad. I mean, I'm good at reading, so let's do this.
Let us begin.
Chapter 1. The Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusty spaceship holding a small star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who has been waiting day and night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still, the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, if we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon. But then she had an idea. Why don't we go look out there? Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves? The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. Chapter 2. Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extend for as far as the eye could see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl, above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly, net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and an apricot flavored tea. But I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. As long as I have star bits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Want some? The little girl couldn't stay mad at this after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. Alright, maybe just a nibble. Leaning out the ship, the pair began to collect starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The starbits tasted like honey. Chapter 3. The Comet. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet!" The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look! Piercing down to the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed a cluster of starbits encased in the ice. Pretty good, huh? Finding starbits is my specialty, said Luma, beaming. There's ice here, but it's so warm. I bet there's water here too. The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4. The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother, retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching you. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "What about when it rains? And I can't see the sun or moon?" Her mother thought for a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star into the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have starbits in your eyes," said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother again." At this, Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh Mama, where?" The pair traveled through the starry skies, and they encountered many other comets. Not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5. Home. "The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said bustily to herself. "We'll put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she began bustling about at a feverish pace. "It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home." It turned out the starbirds weren't the only things buried in the ice. There was tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and a gate, it was certainly spacious. But still, something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6. Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, an apricot-colored planet appeared in the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. "Do you two know each other?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. "My mama!" At this once, the apricot Luma parried back. "My mama! My mama! My mama! My mama!" The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out of the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing. "My mama! My mama!" The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. "What am I gonna do with all of these children?" The Lumas just stared blankly at doubled over laughing. "I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you." Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7. The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into her girl's head. "I wonder if my home planet is still blue as it was." That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a starbit. "How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close." She twisted the knob of the telescope, and a blue dot grew until she could make a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet." She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother were sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And "I want to go home! I want to go home right now!" The girl burst into tears, and the Lumas didn't know what to do. "I want to go home! I want to go back to my house by the hill! I want to see my mother!" The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. "But I know she's not there! I knew all along she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars, and hush fell over the area. Chapter 8. The Wish. Though usually quite cheerily, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love Starbirds because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, not able to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced with a wild grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet. A soaring comet that can carry you all through this journey. With that, Luma trailing brands of white soared high into the sky, and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom! Kablam! The ground shook and bright light poured out of the crater and that Luma had created. The band of light twisted together to form a comet tail, and the Luma emerged reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destinies as Lumas is transformed into different things, said the red Luma, who has suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets, we can become all these things. When I grow up, I want to be a star that makes someone special, said the green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All the Lumas together said, No more crying, Mama. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper. And she pulled the Lumas close and hugged him. From that day on, stars would no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter. Family. With its many lumens and telescopes, the comet was quite as a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At the welcome party for the Luma, the girl gathered everyone into the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, Alright everyone, let's make a cake with sprinkled star bits. Then it'll be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Luma scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave in the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile. Because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her, a reminder of a blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to a nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end. My story is finished. That was it. Read, okay? Okay, that's nice. We can just see them all again. Okay. So yeah, that was it, guys. So that was Rosalina's library. That was great. That was some good reading. I'm not gonna lie. So thank you for watching this bonus episode, which is Rosalina's library, and I will see you guys. I'll see you guys and I'll see you guys later. I guess. Yeah. Bye, guys. I'll see you all next time for more stuff. So bye bye, guys. I'll see you next time. Forget the mail.